Heal to Feel. Let's start this journey together.
Okay. green, off-white, suede, off-white, LA hat. Like, I'm like,
We can't
myself.
even take it. First of all, guys, welcome back to Heal to Feel. The start of season 2. We're so excited. I know it's been a couple months, but we are back.
We're back, baby.
We're back with new and exciting ideas and different shows and
New season, new life. Talk about this whole renewal manifestation moon and journaling.
talk about manifestation. Me and MJ were like, all right, we're going to film our first episode. Let's do a solo episode, just the two of us. And that was all. We said, yeah, we'll go a little casual. Just to give you guys an idea, I'm in, for those just listening and not looking, but you can see us online or on YouTube. MJ comes in all like money green with an LA money green hat, beautiful like jogger set, sick, and like these cream shoes. And I come in a green top, an LA hat, and cream shoes. So
Same vibe. Like, it's
not planned.
That's the synchronicity that is bigger than us, honey.
Yeah.
I love it. I love your hat. Like, do you only have one of these, or do you have
Shout
like
out
a
to
million?
Good Quality Human. They're this small brand. I have like every hat. They handwrite notes to me. And I love their hats. They have trucker hats, corduroy hats, dad hats, but they're cool.
You wear them well.
Thank you.
You wear
I have
them
them in
well.
like, I think I've bought every hat off their website. I love them.
It's our 1-year anniversary of the day I called you in a panic
You did.
and
crazy.
led us to where we are here.
Yeah.
Basically, we're back to school again. And that was where it all came together. I was like, Liat, you're the only person I know who can talk me through this. And then, I did also think, now that we are back to school, we got to talk about everything today.
It is. I feel like I got hit by a truck. It's been an adjustment. You go to everyone getting up when they want to get up, and now all of a sudden it's 6:30 in the morning, and my 9-year-old like cries every morning. I love school, but I can't do the 6:30. And like the other day, she literally slept till 10:30 in the morning, which has never happened. She loves school, but like I feel her. My bones hurt when I have to wake up early.
Okay.
I'm not a morning person.
This morning, so for everybody who goes to the same school or has the same situation, there is a sweet spot in traffic when you live in Calabasas
Yes.
and you need to cross a road.
Yes.
Okay. You can either be, I want to say, like, if I don't leave the house by 7:20, then add 20 more minutes on to like,
100%.
yeah, 20-minute drive. That could be 5 minutes.
So my 12-year-old started middle school, and he started 6th grade. So it's middle school out of school. And they changed his start time from 7:40 to 8:40. But my daughter goes to the same school, and she's in 4th grade, and she has to get there at 7:40, not 8:40. So I'm like, you got to go early. There's a whole crew that goes early. They can eat breakfast, play sports. But I said to him, even if I take you later, we still have to go pretty early because you get stuck. Like my husband, Trevor, will be like, we got to go. We're going to be stuck behind all the buses. And if you don't walk out by 7:20, it is mayhem. Yeah.
It's crazy.
But let me tell you, my 12-year-old, I said to him, how's school? And he loves school. He said, it feels like prison.
Why?
I said, excuse me? He said, classes went from 45 minutes to an hour and 15.
That's way too
He
long.
goes, I get one break, which is 35 minutes. I get one break. And he's like, right after you eat lunch, the 8th graders are all over the, basketball court. There's no time. It's just like he got shocked. And also, he's a smart kid and has gotten by with like doing his homework, at school or in the car really quick. Now he has to sit down and do work. There's a lot of work. So from 5th to 6th grade, it's block scheduling. This week I have to go back to school and do his whole schedule and see how it is. And
Oh my goodness.
It's been hard for him.
By the
It's a hard
way, I
transition.
don't want to do anything for more than 45 minutes. That's why shout out at 45, like they're smart. They nailed down the time because 45 to 1 hour and 15
but
minutes.
by the way, especially for little boys and girls too, but little boys, if you just shave off 15 minutes of the hour 15 and put it towards a second break where they can play sports and they can run around, you will have so much more focus.
Right.
I just don't think little kids should go straight for 8 hours with one little break, not even
way.
adults.
No way. And also, I'll be way more enthusiastic and give you my 100% if I know it's 45. But if you tell me it's going to be an hour and 15, I'm going to give up from the beginning.
100%. 100%. So
Well,
it's been an adjustment,
well, you got to maybe speak up and tell the school
I'm going to.
what you think.
You want that donation, honey?
Yeah, if you want us, and multiply that times 2, because we've got 2 kids here.
Yeah.
And you're going to start something because once one person speaks up, then someone else is going to agree with you.
100%. I think for mental health, for focus, I think we're so focused on the amount of time as opposed to just, hey, get them to focus for this amount of time. You'll get much more out of the students. So
Yeah.
that's my 2 cents.
So for us, the big jump from kinder to first, it was another moment of panic I had this year where I was like, I can't handle this. Like, and me, I haven't even gotten to him yet. I'm concerned about how I'm going to cope with his transition. And guess what? I was totally wrong because what I was worried about didn't come to fruition. The homework packet that his first grade teacher gives us, well, his kindergarten used to give us one packet on Monday, due on Friday.
Yeah.
But then this teacher just gives us 1 page per day. It works so much better for
that's
us.
That's how our school is. Listen, I also think for me personally, if I ran a school, I wouldn't give homework. I think get your stuff done. These kids have sports. They have so many things. They're going to bed too late. They're not getting enough sleep. A lot of the kids, which is brain development, immune response, all that kind of stuff. Originally, schools were made to put people in a box, have them work, go to corporate America. I think we just got to start realizing kids learn different. There's more practical things that kids need to learn in schools. I think just like telephones have evolved, schools should evolve a little bit.
Well, I love the schedule, the routine,
Yeah.
the organization. Like I love that aspect of being back in school. Like for instance, when we do come home to that home like overwhelming schedule and then you feel like you don't have time with your child because you have to be on top of them for what they have to do. It's like, no, we were just there for 8 hours.
100%. And by the way, as they get older, all these kids, even smart kids, they need tutors, or now all of a sudden it's the parents' problem. When they get projects, I get anxiety because I'm like, it's my problem. And I'm like, I don't want to be back in school, And so like, give them what they can handle. Do you remember parents helping you in school?
Okay, no, my
I
mom,
do not. I went upstairs, go do your homework, go do your stuff. No one helped me.
funny you should say that because I signed up Shams for fall ball, which is the less competitive.
Of the baseball. It's kind of like practice. My son did it too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that you know.
Yeah.
And
Where's he doing fall ball?
it's at West Hills.
Okay.
And some of my friends at the agency were like, oh, yeah, West Hills is way too competitive
Yeah.
and serious. So we go
did
to Agora.
Same. We do Agora because West Hills, they're very serious.
Exactly. But then I was like, oh, fall ball is my opportunity for Shams to just catch up a little bit because he wasn't involved last year. And so he might have fallen behind the others at his skill level. So I'm sitting at practice and honey, I'm not saying I have that many pairs of nice shoes, but I was at a very important appointment and I am walking on the field with dirt and grass in the suede Tom Ford, that nice dirt color. Like if you see me coming toward you with those suede brown Tom Fords and that green suit, well, it's like an olive green, you know that is an important day for MJ, okay? So by the end of the day, I was like, my feet were just frozen in pain, but I still had to do it. I didn't like pack some extra Crocs or like a change. So I'm like on the field, struggling through the day, and all I could think of is our moms did not do this for us. Our
No.
moms did not sign us up and bring
No.
us home and sit during the bleachers during practice
No.
on a weekday afternoon.
You know what their role was? Just keep us alive.
Yeah, I guess.
Feed us, make sure we're alive, be home by dark. Like parenting is just, there's too much information these days. But not to shift topics, but did anyone else let us know in DMs or comments or emails? Did anyone go through a rough period in like August, September-ish now that we're in? Because I've been reading about it and I've listened to other things, and August seems to me like it was this, and I've read about it too, but it's kind of this like 30 to 60 days where we're about to shift and miracles are on the other side, but it's like last minute tests where it's like, let me bring back the same situation, whether it's in a different person, but same situation, same person, same topic that comes up. But I think it was to see, okay, you think you've healed or you think you've gotten above it. I'm going to present you with the same exact situation and let's see if you've learned anything. Did you
We
find
were
that?
being tested.
Yeah.
I felt I was being tested. I felt pretty lonely considering summer is my favorite time of year.
Yeah.
It's also the month of my birthday, but there was like this like school's going to start. What did you do this year? Did you and I worked so much that my biggest complaint to you, is like if we're not laughing enough, if we're too serious, if you hear jokes and people around you enjoying life where you're just like as stiff as a board, that is how I felt in the month of August.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I try to check myself and be like, snap out of it. This is not okay. We have one life to live, and it's work.
Yeah.
To even have a realization, to know that you need to shift.
Did you find that same situations came up that you have dealt with in the past that maybe you dealt with differently this time?
I did. I felt like I had same situations come up, but I felt like the pain that we carry is kind of our strength as well.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, if the hardest thing that I've ever gone through in my life is losing my dad and my first dog and things of that nature, then I felt last month in August like I was also being tested in a way that's preparing me for some big life events.
Yes. Yes.
In Buddhism, they say that, like life is pain and living is suffering,
Yeah.
but then you also build it into your pleasure and happiness. So it wasn't easy, and I didn't understand it.
And they always say, like, the biggest thing you should have of being certain that this is happening, cliche for a reason. But, like, it's happening, or it's happening to prepare you for other things, whether you learn things in business, whether you learn things in your personal life, in your marriage, with your kids. The same situations are here to teach you and see if you've evolved in, like, any way. That's
Right.
how I felt August was. And I feel like before more light can come in, there's got to be more darkness and, basically testing you and challenging you and seeing if you're going to respond the same way so you can level up. But just being certain that we kind of contracted in these things to teach us to grow and rise above.
And in those moments, I felt like they always say, like, if you stay comfortable, you're going to you're like passively accepting the same for yourself.
Yeah. And just knowing like change is uncomfortable. None of us like it. None of us. But if you do take the leap of faith, it's going to lead you. And just really like getting back to listening, to your intuition, just where the state of the world is, just seeing like how we're so divided and how it's resorting to crazy thoughts and violence, and like what happened to us being able to have conversations, and how scary the media and like the internet is, and how it can persuade the young, and just kind of getting everybody back to looking to higher powers, however you want to look at it.
Okay, so in those moments for me this summer, I did feel isolated, but then I realized that I have to use my voice and be strong for myself and, when I say for myself, that obviously envelops into my people and my family. I felt, even though today I might feel afraid and scared and dark and depressed, then what came right after was strength and courage and speak up and use your mouth and don't stand for this and like do what you need to do and be present in the moment. Because obviously, what did we used to do? We used to shut down.
Yeah.
When something is really, really overwhelming, you're going to shut down, hide, I can't handle it, and become Elsa Frozen.
I'm going to use that one. Elsa Frozen. That is good.
I'm like,
no, but it's true. Like in Kabbalah, which I used to take classes, he would say the darker the moment, you say, what a pleasure. Because it means after darkness, there's going to be a big light coming through, right?
It's always
your
darkest before the dawn.
Yeah, because the higher power is saying to you, God, universe, however you want to say it, oh, okay, you want to be this vessel that carries so much light. Well, there's no more room. We got to like give you some darkness so you can fill up with light again. And so it's really having certainty. It's very easy to praise God when things are good, but it's looking to those moments when things aren't bad to be like, okay, like I'm certain this is going to make me a better person, get me to where I am, change my path, right? What is illness and dis-ease? Like we're changing paths. It's a message like you're on the wrong track. Let me say, like we said with Anita, like cancer in some societies is just a path correction. People aren't fearful of it. It's just, oh, I have cancer. Okay. Something's off. What am I not saying? What am I not getting out? And I'm not saying all cancer is emotional, but there are a lot of the times where it's buried and there's hurt, and Anita can say who died and came back, but it's just forcing you to kind of be in the moment, and instead of being a victim, try to find where we can correct.
I mean, when you said break up that word disease into dis-ease, it just like took me all the way out, because it taught me to pay attention to what's going on around me, being really observant to like what is happening, and being there for each other. Women, the way that we are showing up for each other, banding around each other and being there to help. Like, it is darkest before the dawn, but then what you realize life is about is getting through those things. I would be lying if I didn't say I wasn't afraid about what's around the corner. But if I say that, I'm already arming myself with strength to get around the corner. Like, let's lean on the fact that certain things are going to be difficult at first until we tell ourselves, like I always say this, don't believe the story that you keep telling yourself. It might not be the right story.
Yeah, the self-limiting beliefs. Even I think it was Chris Carr. She like beat this rare cancer. I think it was her that said it, but it was something like the only difference between wellness and illness is I and we. Woo. Right? That one, I was like, wow, it's so good that it's true. And it's, we've got to start combining Eastern and Western medicine. We've got to start getting to the source of things. I'm so sick of, and just in general, putting Band-Aids on things. We got to start like healing this entire world.
Give me like 3 things. I don't know. What do you tell your month ago self that might be in a month? Like, we're in a new season. We're about to come up on the first day of autumn.
I would say to myself, when things are falling apart, they're actually coming together.
Nice.
Right? Like, and sometimes for me, it all came at once in August, and it's like, don't worry. It just was like things need a shift. But in that moment, it can be really overwhelming and you can get down. But you have to just look at it like, okay, my soul realizes something has to shift now. And if I keep going down this path, maybe business, maybe with relationships, whatever it is, you're going to sink. And so just think it and say, like, we've got to change. It's not going to be comfortable to change. It is what it is. But on the other side, there will be miracles. Or what's the alternative? Stay the same, feel comfortable, be miserable, don't like the outcome. Which one is it?
Right. I read that about when something is coming down the aisle, something is coming down the road, and you have a choice to make,
Yeah.
that the better choice is not the easy choice.
Yeah.
Right? The better choice is not always going to be the, oh, yeah, of course. It might feel risky and different, but staying complacent is a big
It's not.
no-no.
So, with that topic coming up, we've been thinking of new ideas for our show. And one of them that has just been coming to my intuition over and over for like the last 4 or 5 months, obviously, guys, we've had incredible like spiritual speakers and guests. And, we have our loyal following, which thank you to you guys. But they're all other people that want to kind of follow the reality stars and the celebrities. So I came up with the idea, and it's still in the works, but we want to see what you guys think too. But it's going to be a segment that hopefully we do at least once a month, if not more. And it's going to be called Dare to Heal, which is part of Heal to Feel. And we're going to get your favorite reality stars, celebrities who agree to come on, and then we'll feature like a cup 2 to 3 of our panel of healers that we've brought on, sometimes more, and they will come on open and vulnerable, and it'll kind of be like a therapy type session. We'll be obviously hosting it, and we'll see kind of how they break down, whether we use, Joe Tab, who's a hypnotherapist, whether we use Shinka, who's a psychic medium, Scary Sherry, we have a whole panel of healers that we haven't even introduced you yet, but that's hopefully what we're going to be launching very soon,
Spicy.
right?
Spicy.
It's good. So we want to know what you guys think, but that's going to be coming soon. So
That's
we're really
going to be so
excited.
exciting.
It's going to be really exciting. And let us know who you would love to see on Dare to Heal.
I love that. Also, don't we have an email that's going to be in the link in bio? So anyone who wants to write in, we want the show to also be interactive, so
Yes.
people can make topic suggestions, specific questions, and we can bring those things onto the pod as well.
Yeah, and that's on the link in our bio, so you'll be able to get all that. You can DM or email. And then the other show that we're going to be launching, and eventually it'll turn into a show, is our very own Shinka, who came on, who's such a world-renowned psychic medium, and I've seen a lot of mediums, and she is by far the very best I've seen. And we are actually going to be launching, she wants to start with Instagram Live, so you guys can get your very own free live reading, which I can't tell you how much she's changed my life and many around me, just from the messages she's brought from her guides, from, loved ones on the other side. They're always encouraging. They're going to guide you. So we're going to be launching that, and she will pick, probably, depending on how much time each reading goes, 2 to 3 people that'll go part of the Instagram Live, and everyone can watch, and you guys can see how real she is. A lot of mediums will say, no, I have to be in this specific setting and blah, blah. No, Shinka will come on and just will start reading.
So
that's
incredible.
exciting, and that's a little gift to you guys from her to launch.
There's not a day that goes by that something that Shinka has said has not stayed with me. She is another layer of armor.
Yeah.
That we are getting through life with, like, strength and like this perspective, and it's so amazing.
And she's like going to a therapist without having to tell the therapist anything. I mean, she just knows everything from what trauma you need to overcome. And her skills came when her dad, who was a doctor, passed away. And she says, sometimes I might get messages not exactly accurate, which I disagree. She does. But she says, my dad never lets me miss a diagnosis. And even recently I went to see her, and my mom had, gone through some health stuff, and she was like, check this. And the doctors missed it, and she got it. And my mom was like, oh my God, she like helped me overcome this health issue. So she's really, really, really helped us tremendously.
Yeah, she's incredible. If we do Friday afternoon IG lives, then I'll try to pop on by as well so that we
Yes.
can stream it from my account and the Heel to Feel account and Shinka's. We're going to figure that out,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And so that'll be so exciting. It'll be like a Friday party.
Yeah, 100%. So that's going to be exciting that we're going to launch. And yeah, we're going to get lots of incredible new guests.
Speaking of moms,
Yes.
my mom came back from her 1 month Italian Switzerland tour.
How did I feel
Did I
like
tell
Shinka
you?
said something about that in her reading, that she was going to go somewhere with
think
her
so.
sister or I don't remember.
Yeah, she left on July 31st and came back like September 1st.
And how did that
She was
go?
gone forever. Well, she came back minus an iPhone, okay? And she was like, now we're trying to get her started up on her brand new phone, and she can't remember any passwords, logins. So there's like all her IG gone, her Facebook, nothing. She wants to like cruise around. So I ordered one replacement phone through the insurance. Then the other one that Verizon just gave us because they like were eligible or whatever. So now she's got her exact same phone and a new one, and she hates both of them. So I think we need some Shinka in our lives right now because she's like, this phone is terrible, this phone is terrible. And I'm like, Mom, and I was so good. I was so calm with her. I did not short fuse because we'd been away for so long
Yeah.
that I had like a lot of patience. And I know so many people that are like, I wish I had my mom, around. So I try to take that all in. But I also don't want to be bamboozled by the woman. So I was like, listen, if you need like a larger looking glass, if you need to, I'll come with you to the eye doctor so that we can see what is going on. Her doctor's like group, her insurance is Kaiser, which is all here in Woodland Hills. And then there's another one that's in deep Hollywood. So I'm like, look, I'll come with you, make your appointments over here so that we can so I can be your translator.
Yeah.
So I can hear what he's saying. Cause like, she'll say like, he wants to give me needle. He wants to put needle in my eye. And I'm like, I mean, he's not going to like stab you with a needle. He's probably giving you something to help you see better. And so when you talk about Shinka calling out these diagnoses and being so on point with your mom, I'm like, I'm going to get these little, my mind started to think like, I need to help this woman because it's like, today she's going back to Apple, and I'm like, God rest or give grace to all the people working at Apple Grove today. And I was like, well, if you go, Mom, what are you going to ask them to do? They don't know your Apple ID passwords. And so she's like,
They figure it out.
So we try to reset it. And she goes, oh, he told me don't put a phone on the outside pocket, of her
my
phone.
God.
They said keep it inside. I said, no, I grab it from here. And I was like, bruh, now you've got. So I found this lady was walking down the street right outside of Cala Kids. Blonde, crossbody bag, exactly my mom's same purse, and her phone was on the outside pocket. And I took a picture of it and I was like, that's you walking down the streets of Italy.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, they did it. They're
Yeah.
like, some lady offered to help her with directions and the other lady just
Okay.
grabbed
So
it.
they do that in Italy. My father-in-law, same thing. They thought it was a real. I think he was wearing like a fake, like
Replica?
fancy watch, and like grabbed it off of him and pushed
Yeah.
him down. Like Europe's gotten crazy. But speaking of Vita and speaking of MJ, it's official. Shaw's of Sunset, baby, coming back. The relaunch.
The reboot.
The
show.
relaunch, reboot, fresh, beautiful energy. What can you tell us?
Well, the Persian Valley, right? Isn't that
So
what we're
is
going to
that
call
the
it?
official name, or we don't know yet?
I don't know. I think that's what they're going with.
Shaw's of Sunset ... the Persian Valley?
No.
Oh, no, it's not Shaw's of Sunset.
Right.
It's
It's the Valley,
the Valley
Persian style.
version style.
Now, if that doesn't remind you of In-N-Out Burger, it does.
Guys, I went to Taft High School. I think 90% of my high school is Persian. I feel like
Yeah.
I know Farsi. Like,
Yeah.
but I forgot. It's not Shah's Sons. It's the
Yeah,
Valley.
you
Yeah,
said.
because the Valley's done really well. The other
So
Valley.
our show is going to be called The Persian Valley. Like, oh my God, what? We have to say that
So
with a
tell
straight
us,
face.
are you allowed to tell us anything about it? Who from the old cast is in it?
Yeah, I think we can say this. I mean, if not, sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
I'm in it. My mom, Tommy, our kids, Reza, Golnessa, her parents, and
Wow.
her
Sister?
son, and her sister, and Adam, Reza's husband.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean,
New? Any new cast members?
we've got our new cast members.
How many? Like how many new mains?
Well, what I love about it is a lot like The Valley in that it's couples and it's like couple centric. So
Because you guys have gotten older and you've settled down and
we're married, we have
kids.
children, we live in the valley,
Yeah.
our grind is not on Sunset Boulevard. The grind is, boots on the ground, being a mom and trying to figure that out, right?
Right.
So I love the new cast so much. Like, you know how I felt like some of our old castmates were like low rent, lame pieces of what? Not trying to, but got to be honest. Like there were people in the past that I really thought like, how did anyone choose these people? And then they were inauthentic, and then they came between me and Reza and Golnessa because they would step over our heads to try and get the to the top, so to speak. They didn't, and the OGs are here with a new group of people that I absolutely love.
And this is exactly tying it back to what we were talking about earlier. Like when your show got canceled, that could be like the biggest devastating. What year was that?
It was 2.5 years ago. It was at the it was in 2022.
Okay, so look at that. Like, you think it's devastating. God knows what goes through your mind. It's over. And now you go through that. And now, like, all of a sudden on the other side, and God willing, I think it's going to do really well.
Yeah, it is going to do really well. But I was not devastated when the show was canceled or paused because I hated the show where we ended it.
Yeah.
So 9 seasons, a decade on television. The first 7 seasons were so real to me. And then the last couple is when it got just toxic. And when it was, I don't do like fake TV. I do me with a camera.
Yeah.
So when what happened the last couple of years were just, to me, good that it went away. Everybody needed to
Reset.
live their lives.
Yeah.
I always take pride in the fact that I was living my life, and I am struggling. If I'm thriving, whatever I'm doing, that's what I was doing for TV. So if you're trying to make a show with people that are not doing that, then it's not going to work.
Yeah. And a lot of reality TV, unfortunately, has become that.
Yeah.
But what's also nice is now you and Reza are close again.
Yeah.
And I love that. So I think we want to see that play out. You guys weren't in a good place
For a
before.
long time.
And that's always fun to see because you guys do have a brother-sister bond.
Yeah. I feel like the show is our second chance at, correcting some of the mistakes that we made. And that includes Golnessa as well. And then, there is a single guy, by the way.
Oh,
he is
is he-
good looking.
Oh.
He's super open about what he does.
Okay.
Sometimes I felt like Mike and Shervin were too private of personalities.
Like
So,
didn't
like-
want to be judged or left certain things out. This
Yeah.
guy's open.
This guy is wide open.
He's
He does
Persian?
not try to. Yes. Everyone on the cast is Persian, except for our like plus ones.
Yeah.
Like my
Yeah, yeah,
husband.
Yeah.
But like he is unabashedly, unashamed, like himself.
I love that.
And in his 30s.
Listen, I was telling you and Reza the other day in the car, I'm like, it is not easy what you guys do. And you guys are super brave because let me tell you, that internet, scary place, you know, and you just got to know, like, people are going to talk shit. It is what it is, you know, and that's not easy for a lot of people. From what I've seen and heard, people are like, yeah, you could get 100 beautiful comments, and then that one a-hole says something and it sticks with you all day. Like, you really got to have a thick skin. I told you that, Reza, Jeff, like, I'm in awe that you guys can be so open and put it all out there, and it is what it is. But at the end of the day, like, that's life. Everyone's going to talk behind people's backs, and you just got to know that that's okay.
And what about most of the negative comments are from an account that doesn't have a name or a photo?
Yeah, cowards behind keyboards.
Right. And
Yeah.
then speaking of cowards behind keyboards, did you hear about that show where the, spoiler alert, the,
Was the mom?
yeah,
Oh, I know.
unknown caller?
Unknown caller, the captain. I haven't watched it because I'm like, now I know the ending, but
I'm the type that doesn't mind about spoilers.
yeah.
I'm like, it's fine. I'm still going to watch it. If it's good, I'm
Yeah.
going to watch it.
Have you watched it?
I haven't watched
I have
it,
not
but you
watched it
just
yet.
brought it up. So when you said negative comments, what about that those could be bots? We're learning that those negative comments could be, you know, Katie, speaking of Bravo, I was going to call her a character on the Real Housewives of Orange County. And in some parts of me wishes that people are acting and playing a character, because you're perfectly able to, if you want to go on TV and just be good, fun TV for me to watch and consume, then go ahead and take it
Yeah.
as acting.
Yeah.
But there are so many discussions about hiring bots to come in and make positive comments about your, you know, side of the story and negative comments about the other side of the story, which is like really taking it to another level.
Yeah.
That's like, to me, there should be a law against publicly putting negative comments out about somebody personally. I mean,
Well, or these same people would never say it to someone's face.
Right.
You know, it's very easy to hide. And look, a lot of them are, I don't know, if I'm somewhere and I see something I don't like, either unfollow it or I go on with my day. Like, to take time to go after someone you don't know, like, there's something wrong. Like,
or what if it's your mom, bruh?
Yeah.
In this case, it was, I mean,
we got to watch that and do a recap of that.
Maybe we should.
Yeah.
Not that this is a show review podcast officially. We are called Heel to Feel. There was one more show that got my attention. It's with Steve Carell, Tina Fey. 4 Seasons. 4 Seasons. Yes, thank you. It's
I watched it.
So it's on Netflix, and it was right at the top of my thing. And one of my New Year's resolutions, it could be New Year's in September.
Hey, the Jewish New Year is this year.
That's right.
It's next Monday.
That's right. And a new season is a new season
Yeah.
of life, you know?
Yeah.
So was to stop being the mom that doesn't watch anything, because it's really annoying, because you can't watch anything because all you can watch is what your kids watch. And then I was so bored of that narrative that I was like, no, bitch, turn something on, find something that's trending, and just give it a go. And, you know, I have my way, my headphones, my laptop. I love that. That means if it's explicit, I'm the only one that can see it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, 4 Seasons. Maybe we can, you know, integrate a recommendation of a show on, you know, on this format of what we do, or we can, like, if it changes your life, I will insist that you watch it. If it's something that just gets you through, you know, like that 30 minutes of lay down time that
Yeah.
you need. Yeah. But
I
that
think
was interesting.
reality TV for me is just my little escape. You know, it's fun, it's light, it's dramatic, but you get to see people just hit their wits' ends. You know, like, they put them in situations where they're pushed to their limits. I just love to see, like, how psychology works and relationships work. And then there's those beautiful shows that they got you hooked. And I'd been so immersed in watching, like, the reality stuff because it's light and it's an escape. So I finally watched Hunting Wives, and I'm like, oh,
me too.
It's so good. But I forgot what it's like to watch a show and be like, I'm like,
Yes.
I miss watching a show. And I was telling Trevor, I'm like, we haven't watched a show together in so long. You know, I miss those. And there's so many now. There's so many.
Yeah,
But
there is.
Hunting Wives is a good one.
That I saw that
was
from
hooked.
beginning to
I
end.
binge watched that in like a weekend. I don't
Same.
even know how. Any
Same.
minute I had, I'm like,
Yeah, it was good. It was like my entrance back into scripted
yeah,
series.
I hadn't
Yeah.
watched scripted in a long time, and I enjoy it. So I want to start getting back into scripted TV.
And that was like a very Wisteria Lane. You know, they're like all, you know, they're wealthy and their husbands work and they hang out and they all take care of themselves.
Yeah, yeah.
I
So
like that.
the new MJ after the summer,
Yes.
you have a lot on your plate. Real estate,
Yes.
Jeff Lewis Live.
Yes.
You have a neat TV show. You have the Heel to Feel Squad. You have being a mom. How do you do it all? How are you juggling it all? Because that's a lot.
The love and support of friends, community, waking up with intention. I definitely love this David Guillaume thing about
David Guillaume is he teaches, he's one of the best teachers there is, Kabbalah, for all of you guys that don't know. And it's kind of like this, it came before religion. It's really just like ancient kind of teachings on spirituality. But it's, the teachings are incredible.
Yeah, so it's funny because I will ask Chat. I like named Chat Chapina. And I was like, hey, Chat, can I call you Chapina? She's like, yeah, sure. I was like, okay, well, we're two strong women and we need to make sure we get through the day in the best way possible. So I'll just tell it everything. And then I'll say, can you put that in a schedule for me? It's oddly very therapeutic how just spending a little bit of time before bedtime in the morning, you get your thoughts together, you get your little schedule together, you put it down. I still love a binder. I love to write things down and see things. So it's a combination of everything.
Yeah.
And then I was off the workout wagon over the summer. I'm back in it now.
She's back, baby. She's at F45, which I have my
You see
teenager
me-
in.
Yeah, you see
My
me
preteen.
posting it too.
Yeah.
So I'm showing everyone like it did happen. I'm happy.
And one of the new things, not new, but I've been doing it for about 6 months and it really like changes my day. So Andrew, I think his last name's Huberman.
Yeah.
Huberman. So he says like, you know, look towards the sun, whatever, right when you wake up towards the sun, because it'll activate, you know, serotonin, the pineal gland, all that. So and then David, you know, he has always like talk to the creator or however you guys want to refer to God or the universe or higher power, whatever you want to do. But I kind of kill two birds with one stone. So I walk outside first thing. I look towards the sun for 2 to 3 minutes and you can close your eyes. So while I'm doing that, I do my little talk to the creator. You know, David will always say like your boyfriend or girlfriend should be the creator. Like ask for guidance, ask for this, gratitude. So I invite you guys, try it, see how you feel. First thing in the morning, look towards the sun, close your eyes, and then do your, you know, what are you grateful for in your mind? Do a little prayer or talk to the creator, talk to your higher power, your guides, and just see how the rest of your day goes. But to check in constantly. And also, you know, it really has been proven that just a little bit of gratitude, even when you're going through really dark times, find the things that you are grateful for and state them. And it can shift the whole timeline of your day can go. But on the contrary, sometimes you have those days where you're like, every single thing is going wrong. And you're just like, oh my God. Okay. In those moments, catch it and be like, I am going to shift this energy. Take a pause, walk away, take a breath, talk to whatever, talk to yourself, however you want to do it, and say, okay, let's find gratitude. What is going right for me? Let's shift. And then see how you shift, because you're literally on a frequency. So if you're on that low frequency, you're going to keep attracting that the whole day.
You know what? Releasing the things that we thought that we were holding on to so
Yes.
tight, they actually need to be released.
Yes.
That
Yes.
was a big one. I kept on thinking, wait, why do you keep putting yourself through this? just stop it, let it go, release it. It's
Yes.
time, move on, turn the page, new chapter. So what if that's not what you thought it was going to be or the way you think something should go? Life is here to teach you that things are going to go differently.
Yes.
And welcome that.
And David always preaches this too, have certainty at all times, whether you're in a dark place, have certainty. He goes, if I can teach my kids one thing out of the entire thing I've ever learned in my life, is have certainty.
Yes.
Good, bad, or the ugly.
Amen.
And that's it. So we have certainty that this podcast, season 2, baby, we're back. Please subscribe to us. And we had to relaunch. We had to take down our old YouTube. Don't ask, long story. But we got a new YouTube channel up. So please, guys, subscribe, comment, however you want to do it. Go on and rate us. We're building back our audience. We love you guys. Thank you for the support. And we're super excited to what's to come.
Yeah, every single person that says to us that they are so happy because of Heal to Feel, like we hear you and we're here and we're excited.
And just feel free to give us more comments. We want to interact more with you guys. And anything, any suggestions you have, any guests you loved, any guests you want to see on here, let us know. We're open.
I love it.
We love you guys. Thank you. And we'll see you next time on Heal to Feel. Thank you for tuning in and listening to this week's episode of Heal to Feel. You can write in and ask your questions on our show's IG page at H2F Pod, and we'll address your questions on next week's episode. If this episode helped you, we would love for you to share it with your friends and family. Share the fun with all those that can benefit from a good laugh or cry with us. Please rate and review the show on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, and we would greatly appreciate you.